Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Unfiltered Podcast. We're actually kind of lost in the woods right now. Don't really know where we're at. We're kind of lost, but hopefully there's someone out here that can help us out. Just looking around. Oh my gosh, it's Zach Thackerel. What are the chances? What's up, Zach?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what are you doing up here?
Oh, shooting the stuff.
Oh, really? Hey, we have some questions we want to ask you. I mean, would you be down since we're both kind of like lost in the woods today?
Yeah, why not?
All right, sweet. So how did you get started doing this photography thing?
Today or just in general?
In general.
So, back in the day, took high school classes, photography stuff, but once I figured out that I could use photos to travel, I got pretty into it, so.
Nice. So where's been your favorite place to travel so far?
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like I'm an island kind of person. I like being alone, like isolated, so you got like Fiji, Maldives, Tahiti, that kind of thing, so.
Dang, I wish I could go to some of those places. That sounds so cool. Well, do you hike up in these mountains ever?
Oh, all the time. When I'm not traveling, I'm up in the mountains, so.
Really? Could you take us on your favorite hike?
Yeah, come here, watch this.
All right, Zach, thanks so much for taking us on this cool hike. I mean, it's gorgeous up here. So, I mean, how often do you come up in the mountains and shoot?
Now that it's summertime, a lot,
Really?
Not here for the winter so much, but being outside during the spring and summer is what it's all about.
That's awesome. So do you have like a favorite thing to shoot? Do you prefer shooting people or landscape?
I'd say landscape.
Really, why?
Like I was saying, I got into photography to travel. And so seeing the world in different places makes me happiest, actually. So I'd say landscape.
Well, can you show us like a cool shot right now, maybe?
Yeah, actually, check this out real quick.
Whoa! Okay, that is cool. Why was I facing the other direction the whole time? Holy cow. That was beautiful.
I love it.
Have you, do you do hikes like this often?
Yeah. So I'm from Sandy, a different canyon, but lots of waterfalls outside. So this is where I feel at home.
Very cool. And Zach, you recently just got married. What's the lucky girl's name?
Anna. Anna Ritchie.
So, Anna, what's the story with Anna? How did you meet her?
All right, so I met Anna on Instagram.
Really?
I met Anna on Instagram. I had been following her for like 3 or 4 years, playing the long game.
Oh, dang.
Followed her, like all her stuff. Never would comment until one day she posted a video. Well, no, sorry. She posted a picture that she was in Salt Lake, and I was living in Salt Lake. And that's when I told her, like, hey, come say hi next time. Pizza emoji. And then like 10 weeks later, it was a long time later, she replied to me and was like, yeah, for sure. So then I DM'd her.
No
I was
way.
like, okay, for real, let's go on a hike. Let's have a tinfoil dinner. Take photos of like up the canyon. And she was into it. So.
No way. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all heard that on this Unfiltered Podcast. Patience really is a virtue.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. I love it. Was it hard? Did you have someone shoot your own wedding?
Yeah,
really?
We had some friends. So luckily I have a lot of good friends in the photo and video industry here in Utah. So a lot of great people to help out. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It was fun.
So let's get serious over here. So the big debate between Lightroom and Photoshop, which one is your fave?
I say for me Lightroom, because I'm not so much into like retouching stuff or like changing things. Just nice, add your filter, kind of touch up stuff, but being able to edit a lot of photos at once is why I like Lightroom.
Awesome. And then how long does it usually take you to edit a photo?
Honestly, not a long time. I got into like photo editing through mobile photography back when Visco was a thing, and like the mobile applications now. I don't like editing on the computer. It's all about just the ease of access of the phone. So.
Nice. So Zach, this is like a pretty cool hike that you're taking me on right now. Have you ever seen like any wildlife up here?
Oh yeah, up here we got a lot of stuff. It's kind of quiet right now, but if we see something, I'll get it.
Oh shoot, watch out wildlife. Zach is out here. I love it. So your wife also does social media, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever, how has it been like transitioning from like, you know, a solo traveler, like a solo shooter, to now like being with your wife?
It's awesome. It's so much better now, I would say. I mean, back in the day, I would go on a lot of solo trips. I have to be alone, traveling the world or whatever. But having Anna now, I get to bring her on all my trips. And so having her angle and her eye changes the way I see things. And so it's way better now.
That's so cool. So cool. What is the hardest part of photography for you?
Ooh, the hardest part of photography?
Yeah.
I guess it's like that, the need for more. Is that an answer? Like,
hey,
you always just want to keep exploring and keep doing more.
I love that. I love that. Whoa, there's like a legit river here.
Oh yeah, this is the meadow. We're gonna go show you the meadow over here.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So Zach, what inspires your photography?
Nature.
Ooh,
right?
How appropriate. We are in nature right now. I love that. So what is the coolest thing that you've ever taken a photograph of?
Oh man. So I really liked going to Africa, safaris, wildlife, being super close to like lions, hyenas, cheetahs. Nature, like wildlife, is pretty awesome.
That's so cool. Were you ever scared of those animals out there in Africa?
No, you feel pretty safe in those jeeps, honestly.
That's cool. What were you doing in Africa?
I was there for a trip for Passion Passport, a company I used to work for. They would send people on their bucket list trips. So I was lucky enough to be the video guy that would go on those trips and document their adventures. So we were there for a conservation thing for a cheetah project.
You're kidding me. That sounds like a dream job.
It was super fun.
That is so cool. So what's your biggest insecurity as a photographer?
That's a good question. I feel like there's got to be a mix. It's a balance of trying to push myself as a photographer, trying to find new places, and then also not letting what I think people will like or what will like perform well or whatever dictate what I do. So, I mean, that's the struggle for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, it's got to be hard to like not like shut out what everyone thinks of you. Who is the one person inspiring your work the most right now?
Anna.
Aww, so cute. Find yourself a man like Zach, girls. Find yourself a man like Zach. If your photography was a music artist, who would you be?
A music artist. I'm going to ask you this. If I was to tell you that my photography was trying to be epic or amazing, unique, calm, simple, you know, what kind of musician would that be?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I would probably say like a mixture between Jack Johnson and Beyonce.
I'll take it.
I love it. So, looks like, have you done some humanitarian work? I was looking at your feed and it looks like you've gone and done some humanitarian stuff.
Yeah, humanitarian stuff is really kind of where I'm trying to take things right now. I was really into like the travel and the tourism stuff, the more experiential kind of thing. And then I got into a corporate videography, kind of outside of Instagram, really into like retreats or incentive programs, corporate travel.
Yeah.
And through that, I was able to do some pretty awesome humanitarian stuff in Africa. And so to shift my gears and try to do more of those types of stories has been what's inspiring me right now.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So cool. Is there like a specific project you're super passionate about right now?
Yeah, this fall I'm going to Africa, going back to Ghana. So I went there a couple years ago to document like surgical procedures in the operating room. They let me into the operating room, scrubbed up, just like over the doctor's shoulder, like filming as he was fixing like a tumor on people's faces, cutting stuff. Graphic content, but like being on those types of like video trips is what I really, really like.
That is really, really cool. So what are you like the most excited about this year?
I would say finding opportunities like the Africa trip, but working with my wife and going on those kind of adventures. So
that's really cool that you guys get to travel together and do that. That's awesome. So if you were to describe yourself in 2 words, what would they be?
Zach Fack. No, I'm just kidding. I would say travel inspired, travel adventure.
Ooh.
I know those are like super cheesy answers, but like the adventure of travel. I think it's just the most inspiring thing. It's why I got into photography. It's why I continue to do it. All the doors that photography and video like opened to me. So I love it.
Very, very cool.
So like I had my Instagram, I served a mission in Uruguay, and when I came back, Instagram was a big thing. And so I had taken photography classes in high school. I liked photography, mostly video stuff, but there wasn't video on Instagram yet. So it kind of was like, find a way to take photos with your phone. And that was before I was using DSLRs or whatever. Finding ways to share mobile photography became huge. And then a company in New York picked me up, like they wanted me to document these trips. And I had made travel videos with my friends. We went on like a 6-week backpacking trip through Europe, went through all these different countries, entered some of their contests, and they saw us taking travel content. And they're like, we need someone that's willing to go on random trips who wants to document it. So after that, I went to Samoa, went to Iceland and the Faroe Islands, went to Tanzania, and that's the company that sent me to Patagonia, Kenya, went to Australia,
wow,
Cambodia. Like it was so fun. That like turned my world around to like what photography could do for travel, and I haven't looked back. It's been fun.
That's really, really, really cool. So how many flights do you feel like you've been on throughout your life?
Oh my gosh. Last year I was Diamond top Delta man. So that was so nice because I would fly a ton, and yeah, I got good at sleeping on planes or not sleeping on planes, adjusting to time zones. I don't know, it's crazy. Traveling is so fun, but it messes your like sleep schedules and all that kind of stuff up.
For sure. So what's your number one advice to people with jet lag?
Ooh, don't sleep.
Really?
Like when you get there, right, and you're tired, you can't take a nap. You just got to push through and then sleep when it's night there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. So what are your plans for the future, Zach Fackrell?
You know, now that I'm married and that Anna can go on trips with me, it's really just finding ways to travel and have fun and use photography and video as a way to build our relationships and to see the world together. So finding meaningful like motivations to travel is what we're all about right now.
Awesome. That is really cool. Who's your favorite artist to listen to right now?
Ooh, that should be an easy question. I mean, I like Bon Iver a lot, just mellow stuff. Or Odessa when you're like on a flight and you just need some chill music, you know?
Nice, I love that. And where did you get your outfit today?
Ooh, I'm surprised you can see me, my camouflage.
We can see your we can barely see you, Zach, barely. But where did you get that sweet camouflage jacket?
In Spain.
Spain?
No, I didn't get it in Spain. I got it at City Creek.
Ooh, City Creek.
No, it was at Fashion Place. This is a Zara outfit, so.
Plug for Zara, I love it. And then do you have any like embarrassing moments as a photographer? Has there been anything awkward that has happened to you at a photo shoot?
Okay, my first ever video job was, I was hired, or I did a trip for a dive company, scuba diving, went to Fiji. I had never been scuba diving before, wasn't certified. So disclaimer, you should be certified to go scuba diving. I had no idea what I was doing, and was trying to follow the crowd, diving down below the water, you know. And then my air ran out, so I needed to go to the top. And you're not supposed to just shoot up to the top or like your head will explode, but I did. So I just shot right to the top. All this blackness around my eyes went crossed, shot to the top. The Fijian boatman was just like, "What are you doing?" And I was too embarrassed to tell anybody that I had no idea what I was doing, how to dive. So just took some tablet or something, laid on the boat, and then we went shark diving the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a story. What a story.
Just do whatever it takes.
So,
this is my lesson to you.
Besides that lesson, what is something you wish you would have learned earlier in life?
I was talking to Anne about this the other day, and something that I've come to realize, she's helped me understand, is don't put a limit on yourself, you know? Sometimes I guess you have the goals to get somewhere or be something, and you think that that's the limit, that's like accomplishment, but don't set limits, you know? She taught me that. Instead of trying to like get someplace, it's don't set a limit and just do exactly what you want, have fun with it, and know that you can be successful if you like follow your heart.
I love that. That's really inspiring. Dream big and keep going for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So as far as like the coolest place you've been to in Utah, where is that?
Southern Utah. I grew up going camping a ton. So I would go with my dad to Arches. We would go Moab, Zion. Southern Utah for sure. Desert camping for like 2 weeks, no one around, huge bonfires, Southern Utah.
Very, very cool. What's your advice for aspiring photographers and Instagram influencers out there?
Remember why you started? I mean, I would hope you started from like an honest desire to express yourself, or to see the world, to gain a better appreciation. And don't forget that, you know, if you're inspired by traveling or people or cultures, use that inspiration, have that gratitude, and then have action and go do things, whether it's photography, video, food, fashion, but just go do it, you know?
Cool. And if you could live anywhere in the, like out of all the places that you've traveled, like if you could live in one of those places, what would it be?
I would say the Maldives. That's where we went for our honeymoon, and it was incredible. Tiny little islands in the middle of nowhere. Took a full day to get there. I like islands.
He's an island boy. Yeah. I love that. So do you have any like island music you listen to when you go on these trips?
Island music?
Yeah, or like island vibes?
Yeah, I mean,
just kind of hang out.
No, actually, I don't know if I have music I listen to, like island vibes, but nothing is more soothing than just laying in the shallow water of the ocean, you know? Sure. Like in Samoa, I remember in the middle of the night going out and seeing the most beautiful night sky I've ever seen, and laying in just enough water to like cover your ears so you can't hear anything, and it's just like you're in a different world. That was a really good experience.
Sounds incredible.
Yeah.
So I have a question. What makes a photo? Is it the editing? Is it the model? Is it the camera? Is it the photographer? Like, what makes a good photo?
The story behind it, I would say. I mean, just for a photo to be effortless and something captivates you when you see it. I love that feeling of just like you can feel like you're in that moment. Because some photos can do a good job of like showing off a scene or depicting a landscape or someone's personality. But if it transports you to that moment and you can share what the photographer was trying to convey, that's a good photo in my book.
Very cool.
And obviously editing can play into that. Changing the moods of stuff is powerful, and if it makes it more true to what you felt or what you were seeing, then that's the power of editing, you know?
That's the power of editing. I agree with you. I think that's really cool. Well, Zach, I think we're about out of time. This hike and this view is incredible.
No, take another look real quick. I mean, there's a tree there, so.
Maybe let's walk up a little around this corner. See if we can take another view.
I'm surprised you found me out here.
I know. Honestly, we were super lost. we were looking for you, like maybe for the possibility of doing an interview. Like you've always been on our bucket list of interviews.
Thanks.
So to
I gotta
have
get on
you
one of,
in
yeah.
the fort, oh my gosh, look at that view.
There it is.
That is incredible. And Zach, thank you so much for joining us today on the Unfiltered Podcast. Everyone go follow Zach Fack at Zach Fack.
Thanks.
He's amazing. And he's got some pretty sweet content. So look him up, follow him, and thanks for joining the Unfiltered Podcast today, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.